Dear students, good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss the introduction to the general workshop classes for standard 8 students. Dear students, now let us discuss what are the importance of workshop practical classes in technical high schools. Students, as you know, there is some difference between the normal high school studies and the technical high school studies. Technical high school students are the engineering stream students and they are studying the engineering subjects in early stages of 8, 9 and 10 standards itself. Therefore, in technical high schools, workshop practical classes are important for the students to make an awareness about the basic engineering skills. And now let us discuss what are the basic engineering skills and what are the available skills in our technical high school. In our school, we have 4 trades or sections. They are carpentry, fitting, sheet metal, electrical and electronics. First of all, we are discussing what is carpentry and what we have to study in this trade. As we know, carpentry means the processing of woods by hand and machines for making products of different shape and sizes. As you know, we are seeing and handling a lot of wood products or the carpentry products in our daily life. For example, if you are sitting in a wood chair, it is a carpentry product. Similarly, our tables, our desk and benches that we are sitting and in classrooms, etc., are the real examples of carpentry products. Now let me introduce some tools and equipments which are used in carpentry workshop for the wood processing. You can see some pictures in the screen. They are steel bowl, tri-square, bevel square, marking gauge, saw, different forms of chisels, etc. Here I am discussing these tools just understand the different tools and to familiar the names of these tools. Actually, I know all of you are familiar with some of these tools like steel rule and tri-square, chisel, etc. And you just try to understand the different names and tools which are used, and we will have a detailed study of these tools in coming sessions. Now look at the screen. You can see some models. These are the carpentry, some of the carpentry models that we are going to practice in our workshop carpentry shops. They are in these models we are practicing sawing practice, marking and planing practice, chiseling practice, and crossed half joints, open half joints, and one side dovetail joint, etc. On practicing these different models, the students are getting a general idea about how the raw wood is shaped into different products, and what are the different joints, what are the carpentry works, operations, etc. In the next trade we are practicing in our school is fitting. What is fitting? Fitting refers to the handworks that has to be necessarily completed after the machine work for assembling the parts together. In mechanical engineering, different machines are manufactured by assembling different components. Before assembling these components, we should finally do some finishing works by using hand tools by manually. These operations we are practicing in fitting workshop. Now we can see some fitting tools we are used in our fitting shop. These includes marking tools like scriber, punch, files, hammers, combination set, drill bits, etc. Students, most of you people are familiar with fitting tools like files, hammers, etc. We can study these tools deeply in the following sessions. We can discuss the different fitting models that we are practicing in our shop. They are surface filing, marking practice, punching and hacksaw cutting, L-shape cutting, etc. In fitting shop, we are working this model on mild steel bars. The next trade we are going to discuss is the sheet metal trade. Sheet metal work is an operation to produce various household and engineering products in metallic sheets. Actually, you people are familiar with some sheet metal products like trays, pen box, our instrument box, etc. These all things are manufactured in sheet metal products. In this trade, we are practicing how to work in sheet metal. Sheet metal means thin metallic sheets, and what are the tools we are using in our trades, and finally we are practicing some sheet metal product, simple sheet metal joints and products. In this session we are seeing some sheet metal tools. They are snips, bend snips, hammers, mallet, wire gauge, ratchet, some forming tools, etc. In this session we are discussing some sheet metal models that we are practicing in our this trade. First one is the marking and cutting practice. Second one is circle cutting. Third one, single grooved joints, locked grooved joints, knocked up joint, pan down joint, etc. These all works are carried out in 26 SWG, standard wire gauge size sheet, GI sheets. Dear students, today we are going to conclude our session. Today what we have discussed are importance of general workshop practice and what are the different trades that we are going to study in our school, etc. What you are supposed to do is you just going through this video and just try to familiarize the different trade names that we have discussed over here, and different tools. Some of tools are you are already familiar, but you just try to understand what are the other tools. And one more thing, we are discuss these tools and these models very deeply in the coming sessions. One more thing you have to do is you should bring a notebook of 200 page unruled book. നിങ്ങൾ വരയിടാത്ത ഒരു 200 പേജിൻ്റെ നോട്ട്ബുക്കും കൂടെ കരുതുക വർക്ക്ഷോപ്പ് പ്രാക്ടീസ്